This reading is protected by the Most High God, the archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides, cleansing any and all negative energy, keeping the positive. I return to sender any and all energy sent my way 10,000-fold through light and love. Ashe. Cleansing thoroughly. All right. Let's get started, guys. If you found this reading, it is by no accident. There will be messages here for you. Now, I do not have any idea what this reading is going to be about, but we're going to tap in and see. So, let's call in spirit and cleanse and call in spirit, okay? Okay, let's get started. I'm being guided, right, to read the meanings from this book, from the tarot cards, whatever comes out. There's usually messages on the card itself in this deck. There are messages on these cards themselves. I don't know why I said usually. And then I'm also being guided to use this deck and read from that book too. So it's going to be a little bit different for today, but we're just going to go with the flow. And then I was guided to use my Shine deck as well today too. So I highly doubt if this will be a love reading, but we will see. Trying to avoid love readings, okay, because they've been the same thing every time. So that energy has been consistent, which is good because it's good energy. But I want to see what else. Okay, spirit. Hey. No. Hey, Chewy, stop. He saw somebody riding by on a bike. All right, Chewy, stop. You saved us. Now stop. Oh, hold on. All right, guys, sorry about that. Chewy decided he's going to protect me against the old man riding a bike past our house. All right, let's just see what the messages are for today. Spirit, what do we have? What do we need to know? Okay, let's see what this is before we continue. So, we have 10 of Wands. Why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? Like she's carrying all those candles, but she could have just used a bag, right? Why make things more difficult than they need to be? All right, 9 of Swords. We all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes. Oh boy, what kind of energy is this? And then we have Queen of Swords. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. What is going on, collective? What is this energy about? I do not like this. I do not like this. All right. Wow. Why are you making things out to be so much more difficult than they need to be? Why are you getting carried away with your worries and fears. Like, what is going on? All right. Why are you dimming your light? Why are you dimming your voice? Why are you lowering your voice for somebody? Like, why aren't you speaking up? Why aren't you being your powerful self? What's going on here? All right, we're going to go into the book. Like I said, 10 of Wands. All right, see, 10 of Wands. Okay. The 10 of Wands is traditionally seen as a card of responsibility, and it can weigh heavily on the bearer. Most often, it will appear toward the end of a process. The end may well be in sight, but the toll it has taken is noticeable. When this card enters a reading, it speaks of burden. It's likely that we are feeling overloaded and are beginning to buckle under the strain of multiple responsibilities. While the wands in this card will feel overwhelming, they can be made up of a variety of different things. These individual obligations might not particularly be draining in themselves, but as a collective, their weight might be too much to bear. The 10 of Wands asks how we might be best to carry the load. How might it be best to carry the load? In some cases, it will suggest delegating some duties to others or even letting them go altogether. Okay, so doing an assessment of maybe you can give some of your responsibilities and duties onto others. You know, you don't have to make things so difficult on yourself. Maybe you need to say, hey, you know, I don't need to be in control of everything. I can let some other people do some things too. You know, maybe you're burdening yourself too much at this time, okay? Spirit wants you to take a look at that and see where you can unburden yourself. Or maybe get rid of some things altogether. Maybe they just don't serve you and you don't even know why you're still doing it. It's just always been done or something like that. Maybe you can, you know, figure out a way to give yourself one less thing to do. All right. So that you don't feel so overwhelmed. Okay. So in the 10 of Wands as a situation, would describe the culmination of duty and responsibility. You may be feeling overwhelmed by too many social arrangements or chores, or you may have more work to do than usual. Dealing with a family, social life, career, and other people's problems could be affecting your well-being and your ability to function as you normally would, okay? All right, so 10 of Wands need not just be physical, okay? Emotional worries can overwhelm and might need to be offloaded, all right? You may need to chat with a professional about what is on your mind or release a few concerns that could well do the trick, okay? When the 10 of Wands arrives in a reading, the old adage of a problem shared is a problem halved made a whole lot of sense, okay? 10 of Wands as a person, described by the 10 of Wands, will likely feel the weight of the world on their shoulders, okay? This describes somebody who feels the weight of the world on their shoulders, a lot of responsibility, and people depending on them, okay? While they might be overwhelmed by their own problems and responsibilities, they won't think twice about adding everyone else's troubles to the mix, okay? In some cases, their support will be appreciated, but often they'll collapse under the emotional strain of trying to be a rock for too many people, and nothing will get done. Overextending yourself, right? Okay, this 10 of Wands character will always be willing to help, but there may be times when their personality can be as wearing as the load they feel they are carrying. Let me read that again. This 10 of Wands character will always be willing to help, but there may be times when their personality can be as wearing as the load they feel they are carrying. In a reading, this card may show up as someone who fails to appreciate the lighter side of life and may well believe the proverbial cup to be half empty rather than half full. Okay, so somebody who's like pessimistic, somebody who believes, you know, in a cup half empty instead of optimistically in cup being half full. Okay. 10 of Wands in you. Are you feeling as if you have the weight of the world on your shoulders right now? Write out a list of your personal responsibilities. Okay. Are there any you could delegate or drop? Figure that one out. All right. Do you readily worry about other people's problems or say yes to things you know you'll be unable to adhere to? Can you think of someone who constantly appears to be bogged down by stresses and strains? What would you recommend to them? All right. So if you feel so inclined, you can do that little assignment. All right. You can rewind and write down your answers. All right. And then I'm going to look up the nine of Swords. This reading's a little long, but I no longer have access to TikTok because I didn't realize what was going on. I don't watch the news and stuff, but I didn't realize that it would work as long as you had the app. But I needed to make space on my phone, you know, because these wonderful iPhones just run out of space all the time. And trying to get you to buy more. But so I had to offload apps, and then, you know, I figured, okay, well, there's certain apps that take up a lot of space, like TikTok. So I wanted to, you know, delete it and then bring it back so I could just get some of that data off my phone. And then it's like, no, it's not in the Apple Store. It doesn't exist. I'm like, what? My TikTok? I can't get into TikTok? Holy moly. I can log in online, like from a laptop or my, you know, internet on my phone, but I can't get into the app. So it's like I can't do what I would normally do. So I'm having to restart my Instagram page and pay more attention to that and my YouTube channel. But I had the most followers on TikTok. You know, I had over 1,300 followers, and you know, I haven't really figured out the algorithm for YouTube yet, or whatchamacallit, Instagram. So whatever. Anyway, 9 of Swords. All right, so it says, have you ever woken up in the middle of the night overwhelmed by worry? Maybe you've awoken from a nightmare, or maybe a very real problem has followed you into the twilight hours. Whether fear hits at night or during the light of day, the 9 of Swords represents those times when we are held captive by worry and anxiety. Most often, the things we worry about come to nothing. We can spend hours agonizing over something that may never happen. We might worry that our partner will be unfaithful, that we are seriously ill, or that we'll never have enough money to pay off our debts. What it is, while it is true that worry does nothing to aid the problem, and that the majority of our fears are unlikely to actually manifest. See, something doesn't want me to let's read that over nice and without the hiccups, right? Because something doesn't want me to get that out. So we're just gonna read it nice and slow and deliberately. Okay. We might worry that our partner will be unfaithful, that we are seriously ill, or that we'll never have enough money to pay off our debts. While it is true that worry does nothing to aid a problem, and that the majority of our fears are unlikely to actually manifest, worrying can result in very real panic attacks or sleepless nights. What we must remember when the 9 of Swords is drawn is that our worries are no more than thoughts, and in reality, thoughts should not be able to hurt us. When we begin to worry unnecessarily, and it will unnecessarily if this card is drawn, we should remember the acronym FEAR, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. Unless fact tells us there really is something to become anxious about, there is little point becoming lost within the fiction of needless worry. Nine of Swords in a situation, at its heart, the Nine of Swords suggests that a scenario has become inflamed by worry. Of course, this could hint at a situation you are fearful of. Maybe a driving test or results from the doctor are on the horizon. Maybe we are scared for the well-being of someone else. Much of the time, we will be adding 2 to 2 and getting 5, since fearful emotions can dramatically overrule the mind. The Nine of Swords can be a lonely card. As we know, when we have something on our mind, we can feel very much alone in our worries, even if we have close friends or family around us. In a situation, this card advises us to speak to someone about our fears. Often the best way of cutting a worry down to size is by saying it aloud, which can exercise its power over you. Tell someone you trust about what scares you and see if that doesn't begin to reduce your fear. As a person, the Nine of Swords can represent someone who is suffering from anxiety. Since some of us can successfully hide our emotions from others and even ourselves, the card may uncover a deep-rooted fear that a person has buried well. Stress is a very real problem, and it can affect a person's emotional, mental, and physical health. This card can represent the first step in dealing with fear-based problems. At its most challenging, the Nine of Swords is a worrywart, someone who is naturally pessimistic and who will worry regularly and unnecessarily. While we should usually take the concerns of others seriously, there will always be some person who is consistently consumed by worry. They will be unable to tell the difference between a drama and a crisis, feeling both with the same amount of fear. Feeding both with the same amount of fear, okay? So, here's an assignment, all right? Think about this, write it down, all right? Here's your questions. What worry, if any, is keeping you awake at night? How real are your worries? Can you remember a worry that ended up being totally unnecessary? Who do you trust enough to share your concerns with? Okay. So, Spirit is saying we all get a little bit carried away with our worries sometimes, all right? Don't get consumed. Go talk to your friends and family. If you need to talk to a counselor, go talk to a counselor, all right? Take some time to meditate. Go deep within. That's the best way, all right? Pray to God and then meditate so you can get the answers, all right? And then we have Queen of Swords. Let's get this Queen of Swords. This reading is kind of long, but I hope I know whoever is meant to hear it and hear these messages is gonna find it, and I love it, all right? So glad to give you some clarity and understanding and more insight, all right, for the reading. Okay, so Queen of Swords is the thinking queen. Rather than using her emotions to assess a situation, she relies on cold, hard facts. Connected with the element of air and the mind, she chooses her words precisely and honestly. We all need a friend like the Queen of Swords. Because she may be blunt at times, she is brave enough to be honest, and she doesn't shy away from the truth. Like all of the queens, she can be both caring and loving. She speaks with confidence and clarity because she knows that she'd be doing her relationships a disservice by mollifying people instead of saying what needs to be said. Of course, there will be times when this will upset those around her. Not everyone is comfortable with being 100% honest with others. Even fewer are eager to hear what someone really thinks about them. Okay, that is so true. When you tell the truth to people and you speak bluntly and just come out and say it, they're just taken aback like, whoa, okay, you know. The Queen of Swords is a nurturer of both her thoughts and what she says. All right, mindful of what she says. That's what I'm hearing. On a professional level, you might find her within law, where facts are a necessity, or on a vocation where she might publicly speak or write. Because of her keenness to document the truth, you might find her working as a journalist or a police officer. She's a friend or a work colleague. Then she is the woman or man you'd go to. Oh, if she is a friend or work colleague, then she is the woman or man you'd go to, because you know she'll try her hardest to solve a problem and be fair. When in a challenging position, the Queen of Swords can be prickly. If under attack, she will use her words and knowledge as a weapon. She knows just which of our buttons to press and has no fear of pressing them. She can easily detach from her own emotions, and when confronted, will pull out all the stops to slice through someone else's feelings. Ooh, okay, do not play with the Queen of Swords. As a nurturer of ideas, the Queen of Swords could be asking us to compile and organize information. This could be for an impending meeting, a court case, or a situation where factual information will be needed. This is a time where we must be precise and make sure that we have all of the relevant dates, times, and names needed. If this is not your forte, then the card could be asking that you enlist the help of a professional, maybe a secretary, proofreader, or caseworker. As a situation, the Queen of Swords can suggest a time to be honest. We could be involved in a legal dispute where we are required to tell the truth. But in a personal relationship, it might be time to tell a friend or partner how we really feel. For many, this is never an easy thing to do. The Queen of Swords is asking that we first be honest with ourselves if we have been avoiding something or have allowed others to believe a story that isn't wholly true. Then this card suggests we provide them with the facts. All right, here's your assignment. So if you choose to accept it, here's your questions to write down. All right, are you comfortable with being honest with others? Ask yourself these questions, okay? Even if you don't write them down. Can you think of someone like the Queen of Swords whom you admire for being true to her own opinions? How honest are you with yourself? And can you think of an area in your life where an emotional response is less important than a rational one? Okay. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. Speak your truth. Be honest. Queen of Swords energy. Fearless. Courage. To say what you want to say and speak your truth in every situation. All right. I hope there's enough space on my phone to hold this. I gotta get my... I'm gonna add storage because I need to. I cannot be able to not record these readings for you guys, so I'm gonna have to buy more storage. It definitely is an investment to do all of this. You know, you got to buy candles, you know, you got to invest in, I get inspired to buy new decks all the time. And, you know, they're not all cheap. It is an investment to be able to do this for you all and bring out the messages that you need to see, hear, and know at this time. And I do it for free on my channels. And I just want to be able to reach as many people as possible. Like, I just want to get the healing messages out there, the understanding out there, you know, whatever you need to see, hear, and know at this time. And if you want to book a personal reading, that is fantastic because that does help me to invest more into my cards and my books and my crystals and my, you know, tools that I need to help more people, you know, tap in more accurately. All right, Spirit, what are the messages, please? of Swords. Okay, that's very powerful energy. First card out. Tell me more, Spirit. Anything else? We're going to read from this book as well, okay? Tell me more, Spirit. Anything else? Okay, thank you. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, let's see what comes out, if anything. Okay. All right, so first card out, Ace of Swords. All right, and then we have, ooh, the Hierophant. Okay. Number 5. Could be seeing 555. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even get to the number synchronicities. Okay, you could be seeing 1010, or 10 breaks down to 1. You could be seeing 111, 1111. You could be seeing 999. And or 555. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. What beautiful energy coming out in this reading. And then we have the 7 of Wands. Okay. That fire is drawing my eye. Okay, and the Daughter of Pentacles. So cute, so pretty. What a beautiful card that is. All right, so as promised, we're going to go to the guidebook of this deck and see what these cards have to say. All right, what the messages are. Okay. Ace of Swords. All right. All right, Ace of Swords. When lightning strikes, the whole world seems to light up for just 1 second. It is as though you can see everything, and this vision lingers on even through the storm. Such is the power of the Ace of Swords. Your mind will become clear, your thoughts precise. It is a great time to make those decisions you've been putting off. Okay. And then we have, let's see, the 7 of Wands. Oh. All right, see, 7 of Wands. All right, a single wand stands up tall, ablaze with light. The others fall away in shadows. Such is the story of the 7 of Wands. You will not find any strength or support from others, only yourself. It's time to be truly courageous and stand up for your beliefs. You may feel overwhelmed with caution and fear, but your internal fire will guide the way. Yes, darling, yes. Oh, I love this reading. It is long, but it is needed. I'm feeling it is very much needed. The Hierophant. It is in its simplest form. Okay, this is the mentor seeking knowledge, person who's constantly seeking knowledge. All right, that is the energy that I'm picking up of the person this reading is resonating for, okay? You are the Hierophant. You are the mentor. You are seeking knowledge constantly, all right? In its simplest form, the Hierophant represents a mentor or a teacher. This card signifies a hunger for knowledge, whether it is in the practical or in the spiritual realm. You come as far as you can on your own. Now it is the time to deepen your practice. Don't hesitate. Join a class, go to a workshop. Don't be afraid of new experiences. A new ceremony or ritual may prove to be both comforting and rewarding. Open your heart and your teacher will soon appear. Hallelujah. I've been asking for a mentor too, to help guide me on my journey, because Nobody around me knows about any of this. And I've been praying for God to bring me a mentor to help me with my gifts. All right, so 4 of Pentacles. All right, so possession, control. The 4 of Pentacles first suggests material gain and stability. Only good news for your bank account and home. Yet underneath the surface, this is a card of warning. Do not become possessive or controlling. Holding on too tightly to the material world will leave you rigid, stagnant, and displeasing to others. Wealth is a concept. All right, check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what I'm hearing. Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. All right, Daughter of Pentacles. Come here, daughter. Where are you, honey? Okay, Daughter of Pentacles. Responsible, kind, and supportive. You'll usually find the Daughter of Pentacles behind the scenes rather than out in the spotlight. Though quite shy, she's extremely hardworking and responsible. She handles details and logistics well. Hold on, sorry about that. My son came home. Okay, so the Daughter of Pentacles. Here we go. You'll usually find the Daughter of Pentacles behind the scenes rather than out in the spotlight. Though quite shy, she's extremely hardworking and responsible. She handles details and logistics well. People depend on her. She has a vast amounts of inner strength. Like all of the Pentacles family, the daughter thrives when in nature. Okay, so that is definitely your energy. The quiet, dependable one, okay? And Ace of Cups. She doesn't need to be in the spotlight. She doesn't need to be all the credit, because she just does things because they need to be done, and she doesn't necessarily need all the attention and accolades of doing it. All right, so Ace of Cups loves beginnings. Aces mark the beginning of exciting new phases. Since the Suit of Cups deals specifically with love and emotion, you're in for a real treat. Expect to enter the blissful time of health, joy, and friendship. A new love could be on the horizon. You may feel that you're making a whole new start. Just go with it and allow this feeling to revitalize your spirit. Okay, so let's get the shine message for the reading. And then I'll let you guys go. If you're still here and you're still watching this reading and it is resonating for you, please comment and let me know how it's resonating. And please like and share this reading if you feel like you have people that follow you that could benefit from hearing this reading. Spirit, what are the messages for the collective, please? Okay, we got just 2 messages. So the first one is journal it out, write how you feel. Like I was saying, maybe you need to write down those prompts that I was showing you in the book. You know, rewind the video and go write them down. All right, and journal out the answers. Okay, and then we have turns lemons into lessons. Yes, turning your experiences and everything that you've been through into lessons, because you are the mentor, you are the teacher, and you can take what you have been through and use it to help others and to relate to others going through similar situations. Okay, turning your lemons into lessons and making lemonade. All right, journal it out, write out how you feel, get it out there. Okay, I love you, Juju Bees. I hope this message has given you exactly what you needed. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.